In ancient Greece, in the heart of Athens, there lived a man named Aristocles, better known to the world as Plato. He was born into wealth and power, but chose instead the life of a pauper and seeker of wisdom. What makes Plato's story unique? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to our channel, here where we bring you the finest in quality educational entertainment. Join with us today as we explore the life, teachings, and legacy of one of history's greatest philosophers, Plato. Plato was born in Athens, Greece in 427 BC. His father was a well-known politician, and his mother belonged to the family of the tyrants of Athens. However, it seems that Plato's parents did not live together since both of them were married to other people. At birth, he received the name Aristocles, but because of his physique, he earned the nickname Plato, which means broad or wide. The young Plato received an excellent education befitting a member of the Athenian elite. He studied poetry, music, rhetoric, and other subjects considered essential for a complete education. Despite his comfortable life, the young aristocrat was restless and dissatisfied. But everything changed when he met the great philosopher Socrates. As a young man, Plato had little interest in philosophy. Instead, he wanted to become a politician like his father. But after meeting Socrates, his whole life changed. Plato was so impressed with his teachings that he abandoned politics to become a philosopher. Socrates had a profound impact on Plato's life, teaching him how to think and question the world around him. He showed him that the unexamined life is not worth living, and he taught him that virtue is knowledge. Unfortunately, Socrates was executed in 399 BC for impiety and corrupting the youth. Plato was deeply affected by his teacher's death. Some believe that he wrote the Apology of Socrates and the Phaedo to immortalize the memory of his teacher. Other scholars suggest that these were written much earlier and intended to be read as fiction. Nonetheless, the death of Socrates had a huge impact on Plato's philosophy. It made him realize the importance of defending wisdom and justice against injustice. After the death of Socrates, Plato left Athens and traveled all over the Mediterranean for about 10 years. He visited Egypt, Sicily, and Italy, where he spent a year in the academy of the philosopher Stilpo, a student of Socrates. He also met the Italian school of philosophy called the Academy. During his travels, Plato learned a lot about different cultures and philosophies. This period was crucial in his intellectual development and helped him to formulate his own ideas. In 387 BC, he returned to Athens and founded his own school, which became known as the Academy, named after the hero of the Greek myth. Unlike the schools of his time, Plato's Academy was open to people of all social classes, including women. Among his students was the famous philosopher Aristotle. Plato's Academy was the first real university in the Western world. The main goal of the Academy was to improve human souls through philosophy. Students were encouraged to ask questions, debate, and search for truth. Plato's Academy was a place where people from all over the Greek world could come to learn and discuss the great issues of life. There were no grades or exams, just a shared love of learning. Plato believed that education was the key to improving society. He thought that if people could be taught to be virtuous and wise, then the world would be a better place. He developed a curriculum that included music, poetry, mathematics, and philosophy. He believed that these subjects could help students to develop their character and intellect. Unfortunately, the Academy was destroyed in 86 BC by a Roman general. But its legacy lived on through the works of Plato and his students. Plato was a prolific writer. He wrote more than 300 works, although only 30 survived. His most famous work is the Republic, in which he describes his idea of a perfect state. He also wrote the Apology, which is the defense of Socrates, and the Phaedo, which is the death of Socrates. Plato's works are known for their depth and complexity. They deal with some of the most fundamental questions of life, such as what is justice? What is knowledge, and what is the meaning of life? Plato's writing style is also unique. He wrote in a style known as dialogue. This means that his works are written as conversations between different characters. This style allows Plato to explore complex ideas in a more engaging way. Plato's ideas have had a profound impact on Western civilization. His concept of justice has inspired countless leaders and thinkers. His ideas about education have shaped the way we teach and learn today. And his belief in the power of philosophy has inspired generations of philosophers. Plato was greatly influenced by his mentor Socrates, but he also developed his own unique ideas. One of Plato's most famous ideas is the theory of forms. This theory states that there is a higher reality beyond the physical world. This higher reality is the world of forms or ideas. According to Plato, the physical world is not the real world. It is only a shadow of the real world. The real world is the world of forms. This world is perfect, eternal, and unchanging. The physical world is constantly changing and imperfect. Plato believed that the physical world is just a copy of the world of forms. He compared the physical world to a cave. People who live in the cave see shadows on the wall and think they are real. But those who escape from the cave and see the real world understand that the shadows are just copies of real objects. Similarly, people who study philosophy and gain knowledge are able to see the world of forms. This gives them true knowledge and understanding. Another important aspect of Plato's philosophy is his theory of knowledge. Plato believed that true knowledge is not acquired through the senses, but through reason. He thought that the world of forms can only be accessed through reason. This means that true knowledge is not based on what we see, hear, or feel, but on what we think and reason. Plato's theory of the soul is also fascinating. He believed that the soul is immortal and that it continues to exist after the body dies. Plato thought that the soul is divided into three parts: the intellectual part, the spirited part, and the appetitive part. The intellectual part is responsible for rational thought. The spirited part is responsible for emotions and desires. And the appetitive part is responsible for the body's needs. Plato believed that these three parts must be in balance for a person to be happy and fulfilled. Plato's influence on Western philosophy is immeasurable. His ideas paved the way for centuries of philosophical inquiry and debate. His work inspired some of the greatest minds in history, including Aristotle, St. Augustine, and René Descartes. Even today, Plato's ideas are studied and debated by philosophers and scholars around the world. His work continues to shape our understanding of the world and our place in it. Throughout his long life, Plato remained committed to his philosophy and his way of life. He never married or had children, and he dedicated himself entirely to the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge. His example has inspired countless people to follow their own paths and to live according to their own principles. Plato died around 347 BC in Athens at the age of 80. The exact circumstances of his death are unknown, but it is believed that he died peacefully in his sleep. His body was buried in the family tomb, and his grave was marked with a simple inscription. Although Plato is no longer with us, his ideas and his legacy live on. His work continues to inspire people around the world, and his ideas continue to shape our understanding of the world and our place in it. We hope that you enjoyed this journey through the life and philosophy of Plato. If you did, please let us know in the comments below. We would also love to hear your thoughts on Plato's ideas and how they have influenced you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Freedom Mind channel for more inspiring content. Your support means a lot.